Keeping up with its habit of furthering anti-India propaganda at international platforms, Pakistan once again raked up Kashmir at the 42nd United Nations Human Rights Session in Geneva. However, all its malicious endeavours were demolished when India presented something it does not enjoy a good relationship with: the truth. Indian arguments were concentrated at Pakistan's nefarious syndicate with terror organisation, which continues to remain the foundation of proliferating violence in Indian subcontinent, a report. Showcasing its immaturity in international diplomacy, Islamabad raised Kashmir issue in UN Human Rights Council. But as always, its efforts of propagating ill-motivated narratives against India backfired, since the country outrightly rejected Pakistan's false charges. It in fact informed the UNHRC that Pakistan is trying to demean India at the international forum because India's latest decision on Kashmir is creating hindrance in its continuing sponsorship of cross-border terrorism.
Now this Article 370 has taken Pakistan completely by surprise. They are very worried about it, and they have always been raising unnecessarily human rights in Kashmir.
Pakistan's ludicrous step of discussing Kashmir issue in UN comes in spite of it, knowing that Jammu and Kashmir is an integral part of India and any decision related to the region is an internal affair of this sovereign nation. Baffled by the changed status of Kashmir, Pakistan is now overtly expressing its desperation to provoke violence in Kashmir, and as a result of this desperation, the country has escalated the use of terrorism as its alternate diplomacy to attack India. While addressing the UNHRC, Vijay Thakur Singh, India's Secretary East in the Ministry of External Affairs, categorically stated that the Jammu and Kashmir issue is India's internal matter and that it will not tolerate foreign interference in this issue.
The world, in particular India, has suffered greatly on account of state-sponsored terrorism. It is time to collectively take decisive and firm action against terror groups who threaten fundamental right to life. We must speak out. Silence alone emboldens terrorists and their supporters. Mr. President, one delegation here has given a running commentary with offensive rhetoric of false allegations and concocted charges against my country. The world is aware that this fabricated narrative comes from the epicenter of global terrorism, where ringleaders are sheltered for years. This country conducts cross-border terrorism as a form of alternate diplomacy.
India's first Secretary in Ministry of External Affairs, Vimarsh Aryan, accused Pakistani leaders of instigating violence in Kashmir in a bid to falsely raise concern about the so-called genocide in the region. He also held the Pakistani leadership guilty of calling for jihad in Kashmir to encourage violence in the valley.
Mr. President, we are not surprised at the Pakistan's hysterical statements with false, fabricated narratives aimed to politicize and polarize this forum. Pakistan realizes that our recent decision cuts the very ground from under its feet by creating obstacles in its continuing sponsorship of cross-border terrorism against India. In this desperate mind frame, some Pakistan leaders have even gone as far as to call for jihad and to encourage violence both inside Jammu and Kashmir and in third countries, in order to paint a picture of genocide which even they know is far from reality.
While Pakistan is trying tooth and nail to convince the world about a non-existing genocide in Kashmir, Islamabad's cabinet ministers seem to have swollen pills of truth, as one after another, the ministers in Pakistan government are spilling unspoken truths about Pakistan. Brigadier Ijaz Ahmed Shah, Pakistan's Home Minister, has brought a major embarrassment to Prime Minister Imran Khan by admitting that Pakistan has spent billions of rupees on proscribed terror outfit Jamaat-ud-dawa to attach them to the mainstream. The admission has come just days after Pakistan's Prime Minister Imran Khan revealed that his country has about 30 to 40,000 terrorists who have been trained and fought in some parts of Afghanistan or Kashmir.